The main tank player Mag has been signed to the Soul Infernal for the 2023 season. And Mag has had a very, very lackluster career after being super hyped, absolutely hyped. He was supposed to be the rookie main tank in Season 4. Comes into the dysfunctional Washington Justice, just doesn't happen. It just isn't there. The potential was not reached. Same story this season. He was maybe a rebound season, maybe. No, not at all. Even once he got traded to Boston. Another dysfunctional team, another lackluster performance. Actually, you don't even have to think too hard because they straight up were worse with Mag in than they were with Punk, and Mag got benched pretty easily. So the thing with Mag now, the big question, can he reach that potential that he was supposed to have way back in 2021? Can he do it? He doesn't have a complete clusterfuck of a Washington Justice team. So there is potential, you could say. And that potential is what the Soul Infernal seem to be betting on. And not just this signing, but also their Fixa signing. You look at their options that are left. Because APAC blew up. They weren't able to get the big guys that they were maybe looking for. Because the big guys know APAC's competition is not going to be as high as NA's competition. It's better for their career to go to NA, where they will play better competition, level up their own gameplay more. It just makes more sense. So you can't get the big fish here, except for Prophet. Prophet's the only big fish in APAC because he didn't want to leave Seoul, basically. So I guess Zest and MN3 too. They were also big fish, but they were signed to multi-year deals. So what can they really do? But yeah, this potential is what they're betting on, because you have to. If you want to have a chance to compete with NA or even be one of the top APAC teams, you want to bet on this potential. Main things that are still available, they're not unlimited, right? You could have went back to Belisria. You could have tried and sat down with Fate, maybe. You could have signed a Korean contenders main tank. Arpen on the academy team was an option. You could have went with Muse, maybe. Dreamer, if you really wanted to dip that down. Jasmine, something like that. But none of them have the same potential that Mag had all those years ago, and you could argue still has, right? So they're really betting that they can fix him. That's what it is. They can fix him. This team is starting to appear to me to be a fixer-upper project. It's the same thing with Fixa. You look at the main supports available, none of them have a ton of potential compared to Fixa, you could say. I think Fixa is a lot more harder to argue, because you could say, oh yeah, I'd much rather try and refine Hyunjae, Sanguinar, something like that compared to Fixa. But the principles can still be applied. Fixa is still a Fixa-upper player, you know what I mean? And so is Mag. So if that's how the Soul Infernal want to take this team, it's okay. Now, if we look at maybe they don't reach its potential, they fail to fix Mag, right? Is this a downgrade to Belisria? I think Belisria had a better season last year. There's some things about Mag. His Wrecking Ball's ass. Can't do it. He can play a Winston. He can play a Ryan. I don't trust him in any other tanks. He played a little bit of Orisa. Maybe he can break up the horse. But I don't trust him in any of those. Whereas Belisria, his Wrecking Ball was insane. It enabled his DPS line. It's mid-season madness. That's what you saw. Belisria setting up MN3 and Zest to success, and they went the distance with it. Mag can't do that on the Wrecking Ball. It's not a thing he can do. It's not a thing he was prophesized to do way back in the day either. It's not like he was ever supposed to be a good Wrecking Ball. I think that's a hole. It's just a hole in the roster, and I think it's a pretty big hole. So, to me, even if you want to bet on this Mag potential, which is questionable in itself, right? I would have rather them gone with a Belisria run back. Belisria, I like his Wrecking Ball, and that's it. You at least have a niche there. With Mag, do you have that niche? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Fate would have been an interesting pick. They could have had a reliable player there, but Fate's other tanks that aren't his Wrecking Ball really struggled last year, so I think it's a smart decision not to go with someone like Fate. So, I don't know. I'm okay with this signing. I am looking at this team, and I'm kind of considering it a downgrade at the moment from Belisria, but I see what they're going for. I see their vision, and if the vision works, good for them. Because they could be dangerous. They could be. I don't think they will be, though. I don't think so. But let me know what you think. What anyone thinks. You think. Your mom thinks. Ask your mom. Should they have signed Bellisria back? Do you think he was the one? I'm interested to know in her opinion. So yeah, let me know. Have a good one. Deuces.